Hey guys, Jonah back again. Another beer review coming your way. Aren't you lucky? And yeah, hopefully we won't have any explosions. Now, just to let you know, I have been already down at the Weatherspoons, and this is the first day. We're halfway through the festival. The first day when I've had 3 beers on, and they're all available, and no pumps are cleaning. And I counted them. There are 12 pumps. And at one point, there was only one beer on. Nice, very nice. Anyway, it's another beer from the Oktoberfest Beer 52 Wrongness, but there's nothing about brewing by numbers in this edition, so there's no point in even showing you that. But we have got this beer now. It is called 21, and it is a Kveik Pale Ale. And apparently this is called Oktoberfest 21, which is where the 21 is. I hope that doesn't mean it was made in 2021. That would be completely bonkers. Right, and there's some very small kind of writing here. Hops fade fast. Chill it. It's vegan friendly. Avoid the pregnant ladies down there I saw earlier on. Okay, and this says it's a handcrafted modern beer brewed in Greenwich, which is interesting because I thought brewing by numbers was Merton, which is South, which is where I used to live. Anyway, never mind. Let's read what this says. This smooth tropical session pale ale is an Oktoberfest celebration brewed with FUERST WIACEK in Berlin. Expect notes of peach, stone fruit, and citrus, brewed on a smooth, crispy base. Prost! And like all German beers, it's got oats in it, hasn't it? Yeah, weird. So it's a session beer brewed with Kveik yeast with people from Berlin, which is in Germany, but it's definitely not in Bavaria. And it's not in the south, which is where Oktoberfest comes from. So it's not very Oktoberfesty, apart from, of course, it was brewed in October. That's right. And it's a session beer. So how strong is it? Let me put that back up. It's going to say it here, I think. Dun, dun, 3. God, what does that say? 3.8, I think. Come on, dude, focus. Pretty sure that says 3.8%. Yay, there we go. Tropical smooth. So 330. Quite like the can design. It looks like an old sort of old school 8-bit, you know, if you remember that kind of stuff. Back in the day, my God, we used to love having games in 8-bit. Right, I've got a big glass because this is a Kveik yeast, and yeah, nothing says German beers more like a Norwegian yeast or a Danish yeast or wherever it is. Prost. Cool. Didn't get an explosion. This one has been chilled. This one's been in the fridge for about 3 days, so nice. Let's get this bad boy into the glass. After yesterday's exploits, I'm going to pour. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's a small can. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference. Now, where is the thing today? Should we do something like that? There we go. That is very nice. Headwise, well over a finger, not quite 2. That's what she said. Wow, lovely fluffy. Yeah, lovely fluffy carbonation. And not a chance of anything through there because that is very hazy indeed. Now I'm not getting the usual Kveik smell. But then, because it's only 3.8, was this brewed to a stronger alcohol and then kind of watered back down? I don't know. Part of me would say, why brew with the Kveik yeast? But then it's all about getting things turned over quickly, isn't it? Bit of fruitiness, bit of citrus on the nose. Um, nothing else. So no real yeastiness that I can smell. No sweetness. Let us see what we get. Oh, little bit of waxiness there. Quite dry, quite hoppy up front, but then a little bit of creaminess from the oats, which is good. Yeah, there's a little bit of berry. It's not quite. It's not like a Nelson kind of Sauvignon hop. It's not that grape kind of thing, but it's quite light fruits and, like I say, citrus. There may be like a melon or something like that, quite light, like a honeydew melon. But it's not that sweet either. It's interesting. And then obviously you got the citrusy kind of stuff going on, so kind of juiciness, that kind of thing. But weirdly, the oats, I think what's happened is the oats are kind of dulling all the kind of because of the creaminess. This is, oh, pardon me, is dulling, yeah, the citrusy, fruity stuff down. It is in there, but it's just because it's got that creamy edge to it. Yeah, it's kind of dulling it down, and it's a little bit watery because it's only 3.8. It's ridiculous. I remember, what was it used to be? Was it Heineken? One of those beers used to be 3.8, and then it dropped to like 3.4 or something ridiculous. You might as well drink water. Anyway, cheers and beers, guys. Unless you got something to do like driving a car, and then, to be honest, I drink something that's not so expensive, like water. Because I don't know if you've noticed, alcohol-free beers tend to be as expensive as an alcohol beer. So you might as well drink alcohol. There is a bit of sharpness up front, but that soon disappears. So maybe that's where that citrus was, right up front. Bit of grapefruit in there. Maybe a bit of lemon zest, that kind of thing. Quite sharp, quite bitter, but really, really, as soon as you've swallowed your beer, boom, you've got about a second, maybe a second and a half of like, oh, and then that's where the kind of mellowness takes over. Yeah, from the oats, but it is a bit watery. Yeah, not really feeling anything at all. Um, and I believe that if you bought this from Beer 52, I think this can of 3.8% beer is £3.50. So, in my opinion, not worth it. Nice beer, don't get me wrong. Brewing by Numbers, they do make some lovely stuff. In this occasion, though, and the weird thing is, Oktoberfest, if you take it properly, you need to brew a beer stronger than your normal beer for Oktoberfest, not weaker. But of course, we're not. There's nothing about this beer that's anything to do with Oktoberfest. In fact, if you want my opinion, it's about making money. That's all it's about. So, sorry, Brewing by Numbers, but fuck off. Um, yeah, you're skanking us basically. Um, Nothing wrong with this beer at all. I wouldn't pay more than about £1.50 for this. Um, and I doubt they've put much in because it's so watered down. Trying to fool us into going, oh, it's a session beer. Ooh. But Sorry, mate, you can't pull the wool over Uncle John's eyes. Absolute nonsense. If you're going to do session beers, they should be cheaper than normal beers. If you're going to do that, fine. But if you make it more expensive and call it some special beer, which it is not, do one. Cheers. Last mouthful. There's nothing wrong with the beer in itself. Absolutely fine beer. Little bit of that lemoniness. I wouldn't say I can detect the Kveik yeast in here at all. It's just far too watered down. So they've tried to make it special. They've called it all the right names, but it's not what it says it is on the tin. This is not a good example of a Kveik beer. It's definitely not an Oktoberfest beer. Yeah, what more can I say? It's just a session pale ale. That's all it is. Guys, this has been Unclejona. It's going to be quite a short one today, thank goodness. I've done some epically long videos lately, so this is a short one. Click like, click subscribe, all that good stuff to appease the YouTube gods if that's what you want to do. I'll be back for another beer review real soon, and you guys take care until then.